Hey fam, thanks for joining me today here in the kitchen. You know, this is one of my favorite places to be. So today I wanted to bring you guys along while I make one of my favorites. It is still the month of October, my birthday month. So I wanted to make a few of my favorites and share with you guys. So today we're gonna be making Vietnamese spring rolls and two different sauces. So let's get started cooking. So one of the first things I do to get my spring rolls going is I start cooking my protein and get that ready so it can sit aside and cool. So I started here with my shrimp. I already have them boiled and have them cooling. And I'm going to do tofu for my husband because we're going to make some vegan spring rolls for him as well. So here we have some well-drained tofu. And I'm actually going to pat it dry just a little bit more before we pan sear it to get it ready for the spring rolls. So what I generally do with my tofu, it comes in such a big block. I just cut it in half first, and then I just make some smaller strips so that they turn out like this, because they'll lay really nice and easy in the spring rolls. Then we just take a little bit of all-purpose flour, and I've just mixed in a little bit of salt and pepper here to give my tofu just a little bit of a taste. So we'll roll the tofu around in that, and then we'll pan sear it. Take a look, it's frying up so beautifully. And we're going to want to cook all four sides because it's cut in a square. So we're going to make sure that all four sides are cooked and crisp. So we've got our protein ready. So we've got our tofu all nice and pretty and crispy. Next, we're going to start by getting our shrimp cut in half so that they'll lay really nice in our spring rolls. So now we're just going to take our shrimp, you guys, and just cut it in half. If you had a tail on the shrimp, just remove that. So fam, now we have our tofu ready, we have our shrimp ready, and now a few of our other ingredients that we'll need some shredded carrots, some cilantro, and some fresh mint leaves. We'll also need to cut up some lettuce, so I'm using some fresh romaine lettuce here. Next, we're gonna boil these little vermicelli rice sheets. It just makes it a lot easier when we're fixing the rolls. My girlfriend's mom turned me on to these, so much easier and simpler to use. We're gonna boil these for about a minute. Doesn't take long. So we'll just drop our little vermicelli sheets right on in here. Don't wanna put too many in here at a time. It looks like we got everything we need. We have our rice vermicelli sheets. We have our gorgeous brown tofu. Looks so great. We have our shrimp already. Yum. And last but not least, remember we have our carrots, our cilantro. We cut up some fresh romaine lettuce, and we have our mint. So you guys, I'm ready to start rolling. So fam, we want to get our rice paper sheets all ready. So what I do is I just get some really warm water and I put a couple drops of olive oil if you're going to eat them that day. The reason I say that, sometimes the oil can get on the outside and make them hard when you put them in the refrigerator if you're going to eat them the next day. So these we're going to eat today. So we'll just take our sheet of rice paper, soak it in a little water for a few seconds, and start rolling. We'll just soak this for a few seconds here. We'll take the sheet out and we'll just transfer it to a plate so we can start rolling. So we line our shrimp up here. Want to make sure everything's kind of in the middle. And a little shift it over just so when we start to roll it makes it easier. Then next we're going to add our vermicelli rice sheets. And you can kind of break these in half if you want to. Layer that right on top there. Next, we'll just layer a few carrots here, little shredded carrots. Then a little cilantro. Next, we have our lettuce. Then we'll add some mint leaves right on top. Next, we'll start rolling. You want to start from the outside like this and kind of roll up. And then you'll come from the side and kind of just roll it over, trying to pack all your ingredients in. Have to be very careful because these get really sticky. And then you just want to roll it as tight as you can. There we go. Doesn't that look gorgeous? It's time to try one with tofu. So we start with our tofu first. Our vermicelli rice sheet. We have our carrots. We have our cilantro, our lettuce, and last but not least, our mint leaves. So we'll just take the tofu wrap and we'll go roll this way. And we'll pull it inward. You want to hold that tight. Flip this one all the way over. You want to just keep everything tucked in really nice and tight. Then you roll it really tight here. Awesome. So fam, they turned out so beautifully. Look, we have the shrimp ones. Then we have the tofu. So broke my tofu on this one, but it's all good. Looks great. So fam, we got our rolls made. They are all set and ready to go. So let's get ready to make our Vietnamese dipping sauce. First, we'll add some fish sauce, white sugar, lime juice, rice wine vinegar, water, chili garlic sauce, and minced garlic. Now we're going to whisk all the ingredients together, kind of until the sugar dissolves here. And we'll add a little carrot. All finished with our Vietnamese dipping sauce. Looks good. So let's get ready to make our peanut dipping sauce. Peanut butter. I used creamy natural peanut butter, brown sugar, garlic sauce. It's the chili garlic sauce. Fresh squeezed lime juice, little soy sauce, water, and crushed nuts. I chose to use the cashews. Those are my husband's favorites. We'll whisk all this together. Peanut sauce is finished. It looks great. You guys ready to sit down and have a taste? I know I am. So before we dig in, I want to show you guys what our plate looks like. Doesn't that look delicious? So we have our rolls here. I just put 2 on the plate. I saved you 2. And we have our Vietnamese dipping sauce, which is a little bit sweeter. And then we have our peanut sauce. It can also be sweet, just depending on how much brown sugar you put in. So let's dig in. Bon appetit. I'm gonna try the peanut sauce first. Now let's try the Vietnamese dipping sauce. Equally as good. So thank you so much, fam, for joining me today to make Vietnamese spring rolls. I hope I've inspired you to try something new if you haven't tried these before. As you can see, real simple and easy to make. They're real refreshing. Maybe try this recipe and make some of your own. You can substitute chicken instead of shrimp, tofu. And just like I always say, make it what you want it to be. So if you want to add a little more sugar in your sauce to make it sweeter, whatever you want to do. But thank you so much for joining me this evening. Bye-bye.